Welcome back to Mass Effect 3, everyone. Welcome back to the War Room. So we completed the priority mission on Sur'Kesh last time, where we rendezvoused? I can't say it. Rendezvoused. Where we had a meeting with one of the Solarian Delatresses, with Rex and with the Turian Primarch, Victus here. Rex was there as the representative of the Krogan, and it all got a bit prickly, and we discovered, Rex had already discovered, that several female Krogans that had been through Malin's experiments had become fertile again and been cured of the genophage, but those Krogan had been kidnapped, I guess, and taken to Sur'Kesh, which is the Solarian homeworld, and were being kept there. So as part of the whole kind of bargaining to try and get the Krogan on board to fight the Reapers, we've agreed to try and put an end to the genophage. The main Dalatress, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Solarian leader, she wasn't very happy. She believes that the Krogan are a threat. She sounded a bit similar actually to Javik in the way she was talking about them. You know, how we uplifted you, how we're kind of responsible for your emergence in the universe and everything. We're your very superior heir to them. But she agreed to let us down there, but we got ambushed or attacked by Cerberus, who I suspect were looking for a genophage cure as well, because I imagine they want to create their own Krogan army, I guess. It's probably. We didn't really have any answers for that. But Mordin was actually there helping to work on the cure. We always knew that he had a bit of a guilty conscience, or was not a guilty conscience, but was just incredibly conflicted over the whole situation with the genophage variant that he played a part in implementing. So he was, I guess, trying to clear his conscience by working on the cure. Of the 4 females, only 1 survived, unfortunately. And we managed to get her out. And that is where we're up to now. We dealt with Cerberus pretty handily. I didn't die once, I'll have you know. Made some better use of the squad mates, and got a better handle of the sniper rifle. Yeah, it went pretty well. So let's have a look at the journal. We picked up a few extra quests. We've got a new priority mission, so we'll aim to do side quests before we do this. So yeah, this Turian platoon was something that Victor's told us about. He asked for help with a downed ship that has provided a nav point on Tuchanka. Land on Tuchanka and investigate. And Rex asked us to go and help this Krogan team. So a Krogan team has gone missing, and Normandy has received the nav point with their last known coordinates. Investigate the missing team and find out what happened. So I don't know which one we should do first. But those are our only 2 real side quests, so I can't imagine the order really matters too much, but we've got a bit of catching up to do. So first things first, we'll go around the ship, we'll talk to everyone, see what everyone thinks, see if Mordin's on board. I hope he is. The crew deck. Mordin, yeah, the female Krogan's here. Oh, it was Eve, wasn't it? Or was that the nickname, like Adam and Eve? Oh, Mordin's here, I'm so happy. No one new in engineering or shuttle bay. Man, I'm so happy we're going to get to talk to Mordin again. Okay, so let's just have a check, and we've got a lot of codex entries to catch up on. It's the weekend episode, so it will run a bit longer, of course, so we'll hopefully get into one of the side quests as well, but no promises. Okay, so we picked up the Terminus fleet. This has been updated. We already knew this. The Blood Pack's mercenaries have been compared to floods, wildfires, and other calamities. Oh, no, not this one. Oh, right, it's the Blue Suns being added. This private security group is careful to maintain its image as a professional mercenary force. In reality, the Blue Suns have drifted further and further into becoming a full-blown crime syndicate. Despite this, their ruthless tactics are sought after in the Terminus systems. Yeah, so we've got a complete Terminus fleet now. 200, I imagine, is full strength. The Hanar and Drell forces has been updated. Oh, from the Medigel formula, nice. A Medigel formulated especially for the Hanar has been distributed to Hanar civilians and fleet captains, so that's bolstered that a little bit. Man, look at this. I imagine this will just be Mordin. Mordin Solus. So the 103rd Marine Division. I think we've read this already. Yeah. The first update, nicknamed the Bridge Burners, Team Zeta are combat engineers who specialise in destroying enemy fortifications in hostile territory. This tight-knit group of men and women are respected for their knowledge, renowned for their tenacity, and infamous for their enthusiasm. Where did we get these people from? Or is this just the clever people from the Academy, from Grissom Academy? And then the biotic students from the Grissom Academy have joined the 103rd Marine Division as a support unit. The students focus their biotics into barriers that shield the Marines and help control the flow of the battlefield. Yeah, I think that was the right call. That was what Jack said to us, right? That they probably weren't ready to be on the front line just yet. The Alliance First Fleet, this has been updated, I take it. This fleet lost a third of its vessels protecting the Citadel. Yeah. It's the Agincourt that we picked up, right? The SSV Agincourt was one of the many Alliance ships that saved the colony world Elysium from pirates and slavers during the Skillian Blitz in 2167. In order to stay with his vessel and crew, its captain refused promotion after the Blitz. Yeah, we did read that. Wow. The Alliance cruiser Shanghai. The Shanghai's most important part in the Reaper War to date was the evacuation of the colony Ukbar. Alliance intel reported Reaper forces heading toward Ukbar. But as a cruiser, the Shanghai was unable to land on the medium-gravity world. The Shanghai's captain quickly dispatched all of its shuttles to help transport hundreds of colonists onto the ship, making over 41 shuttle runs in a single hour. The Shanghai managed to evacuate the entire remaining population. Wow. When Reaper forces arrived, Ukbar's capital city was as empty as if it had never been inhabited at all. Wow, that's awesome, man. In an hour. That's crazy. Good job, guys. Alliance Spec Ops Team Delta. Half of Team's Delta officers have an N5 designation, with a few N6 soldiers in the ranks. They specialise in conflicts outside Citadel space. Delta is known for strict admission standards, professionalism on high-stakes missions, and the Alliance's loudest parties. When asked how senior staff looks at their off-duty rowdiness, Captain Matthew Brown was quoted saying, "After the shit we went through in the terminus systems, they're just happy we're not burning down the base." Okay, not sure where we got these guys from. My memory is not serving me well here. Alliance Naval Exploration Flotilla. I think we found this while scanning. In peacetime, the Alliance's Naval Exploration Flotilla is used as a survey force to chart out new systems. The NEF came under fire in 2185 when several dozen service people were charged with withholding information on rich mining deposits in order to sell the locations of the exploration firm. Barrier Frontiers. The Alliance attempted to hide the controversy to little avail, as more and more officers were indicted, eager to bury its shady history. The NEF has dedicated its entire flotilla and material resources to constructing the Crucible. Excellent. Rogue fighter pilots. When humanity began to expand its borders, experienced pilots were needed to establish colonies in the uncharted reaches of space. Some Alliance personnel heeded the call, and these luckless men and women have been driven out of their colonies by the invading Reapers. After speaking with Lieutenant Steve Cortez, a few of these highly skilled fighter pilots agreed to fly against the enemies who destroyed their homes. Oh yeah, we picked this up on the Citadel, right? Now the Crucible's been updated. Okay, the Javelin missile launchers. Developed by the Alliance, Javelin missiles release dark energy upon impact. This creates devastating space-time disruptions, magnified warp fields that strip away a target's molecular bonds. Even the strongest kinetic barriers will eventually collapse after multiple impacts from these rockets. Alliance Research and Development commandeered several colony factories and now produces enough Javelin missile launchers for all dreadnoughts in the Allied fleet. Excellent. And Prothean data files. Look how low this still is, man. I guess when we get the Krogan, it's going to like go up to here. Okay, these Prothean discs were found years ago on Eden Prime, recovered a few months before the discovery of the Prothean beacon in 2183. For years, the data on the discs was incomprehensible until the Crucible's blueprints provided the key to understanding the equations. I've not had anything to drink or anything today, I swear. I don't know why I can't talk. Locked inside the discs were theories on dark matter meant to be used with the Crucible's main power source. I guess this is Mordin, yeah? Oh no, Kirahe, yes! Major Kirahe made his mark leading the Solarian Special Tasks Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Seren at Vermire. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Kirahe was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Sur'Kesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitutes for experience and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. Man, I really liked Kirahe. He's a cool guy. Hey there, Primarch.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified.
Come on, dude.
But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Yeah.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
What, your son?
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
Are they there to doing some sort of assassination? Maybe kill Rex or something?
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Yeah, very true, very true. Something that the Dalatrass couldn't see, right? Because the Reapers haven't gotten to Solarian space yet. Once they do, I imagine she'll change her tune.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future.
Yeah, very true.
Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
We already asked these things last time, right?
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
I like Victus. I really do. We've got a lot of codex entries to get to. Where's Rex? He's over here. My buddy, my friend.
Hell of a show down there on Sur'Kesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
Hey, I helped you as well.
Bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
Well, maybe don't come in the same room.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
Rachni? I mean, surely they'll be allies, right? If it's the Queen already told us that she'd be there to help us against the Reapers quite specifically, right? In the second game, when we were on Ilium.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last Queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I don't.
It may not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion.
No.
If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Maybe they've been indoctrinated again. How's Eve doing?
Back on Sur'Kesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
Yeah, I could have guessed. So what are your plans after the cure?
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
You're only one Krogan though, Rex. I mean, if Rex was to get assassinated or killed, right, then it all goes completely tits up. And then it's Krogan rebellions again, unless people think like Rex, which we know that a lot of them don't.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
Yeah. Tuchanka?
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, big man.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but maybe that's because I don't kiss as well.
No comment.
Yeah. I miss this place.
Oh.
Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA is important, who am I to argue?
It's good to have Rex back, dude. So... Oh. Have these just been updated? Right. So this is on Tuchanka, so how do we differentiate between this priority mission? Oh, right, okay, sorry. Eve is indeed the key to curing the genophage, but creating a cure will take time. Continue to assist Turian and Krogan allies in the fight against the Reapers while the cure is synthesized. Right, so this isn't actually anything we trigger. We do these two missions to progress the priority quest. Fabulous, fabulous. I can't promise we're going to get to either of these quests, guys, because we've got people to talk to. We've got. I don't want to.
Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better.
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Nice, nothing slightly racist for once. You're growing, girls. Well done. Girls, sorry, ladies.
Commander, we've got new reports
Patronising.
of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
It's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
I like training, man. Let's check the messages. Information for us. Hi Shepard, it's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara's with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with the Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps. Shepard, it's getting rough out there. Farron. Yeah, Farron's the Drell. Liara's assistant, I guess, or one of her agents. From Major Kirahe. Nice. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sur'Kesh. Likewise, Kirahe, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that the STG will be there to help when the need arises. Regardless of the political climate, you were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favour. Best of luck, Major Kirahe, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Tasks Group. Excellent, dude. Oh, we're getting so many allies. Okay, an ANN alert, new article on indoctrination from the Alliance News Network Information Partners. Thessia. Asari scientists Rana Thanoptis has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers, needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Seren Arterius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they are not seeking any more suspects in the case. Man, the Reapers have got their tentacles everywhere.
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards.
Nice.
Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
Great.
Commander?
Alright. Right, let's go and talk to Edie and Joker before we head down to engineering and talk to Mr. Solus. And Eve, of course. I imagine we'll still be able to talk to her. She's out of a little shell thing now.
The Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and now that's about it.
Good point, Joker.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Whoa! Yeah, we got to stand together. Cannon fodder, Jesus.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back.
Yes.
The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists. Commander,
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
you and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants. On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die. The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
These are really important things to consider, the logistics of it all, right?
Morden sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard.
Interesting. Yeah, transhumanism, man. Fascinating. Right, now I'm just going to go and change into my kind of naval uniform, I guess. I quite liked it in that cutscene. Oh god, no! Every time I flash past this, I think it's naked for a second. Right, now should I change... Right, I'm just going to check if we've picked up... Yeah, maybe we go for the Ceres Council for the extra power damage. I know we're taking our health boost down, but we've got to use other stuff eventually, right? I really don't need melee damage. Yeah, I'll take extra weapon damage. These don't look particularly nice, but... maybe we should change up the colour. I don't know, I kind of like sticking with the gold and purple, man, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we'll try this. I know our health boost is going to be going down, but sack it. No, we'll stick with that. I might keep the colour scheme for the whole game, I'm not sure. Okay. This will go off in cutscenes anyway, right? So. We will give it a try. Squeak! Alright, let's go talk to Morden and Eve. And Liara and everyone else. Yeah, Mordin's here in the medical bay. And I can assign myself a bonus power in here. One of you suggested I go for ammo. Let's go talk to Mordin first. Who are you? Oh. Good salute, kind of.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He's a good man, Rex. Trust him.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority.
Yes.
Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process would fail. Severe neurological damage. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Method to extract functional cure without killing you. Many variables. Your immune system compromised. Considering options.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learner.
Yeah.
Need to hear self think, simulate conversation to promote new ideas.
It works, dude.
Productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
It does actually work that in a lot of times vocalizing just general thoughts when you're trying to work something out, because you experience them, you perceive them as, you know, as someone else talking, even though it's just you process them differently than just thinking them. I do find that quite useful.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Okay.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth.
Right.
Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
But you can still use it.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species.
Right.
Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
It might compromise their immune system in general, though.
So we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
Wow.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tachanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
Are you alright with that?
So the end justifies the means.
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Do you know where Malin is now?
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy, lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Would kill him now if possible, unless he could help.
Fair enough. How's Eve?
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated, likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket, something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You see her as a friend now?
You care about her.
My patient, my responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
Okay, that's cool, Martin. Unlikely romance, perhaps? Are you going to be the Solarian who cured the genophage?
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
But what about if we get to the other side?
Nothing else. No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Okay. He's holding him back a bit. He's trying to make it sound like it's just a necessity thing, but deep down I think part of him wants to do it as well.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Haven't made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
Oh, why can't we give him a hug?
Shepard, how can I help?
Nice talking with you, Morden.
We'll be here if you need me.
Oh dear.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Yeah.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
Okay. So, a female shaman?
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
And how did you become a shaman?
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
And how did you make it out?
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
Yeah, she's definitely got a monastic quality to her. It's the Krogan way, but it's very brutal.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
Yeah, contrast is important. I greatly appreciate contrast in most things. You know, storytelling, music, everything. I like a bit of contrast. I don't like things to be too... I don't like things to have too much harmony, if that makes sense. In everything, really. It's one thing I realised about myself a long time ago. In terms of things that I like. I always like contrast. I don't like things to be too singular. You know? And you know what she said there, light and dark. Appreciate each other. Can't exist, yin and yang. And you know, you can extrapolate that any way you want into other walks of life, right? How do you feel about Rex and his uniting of the clans, leading everyone, not warmongering? She sounds like she'd kind of be in favour with all that.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is there anyone... Are there any other clans close to getting to him?
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
They want war.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
So you don't think he'll seek revenge?
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
Yeah, I'm trying to... How would you phrase it? Like, if you have an eye for an eye policy, eventually everyone goes blind, right? The genophage?
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a Thresher Maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What gave you hope?
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
A really good way of looking at it, to be fair. Really good way. What do you think life will look like after it's been cured?
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence. Excuses to earn them honor.
What happened during Malin's experiments? Well, I imagine you endured them willfully, right?
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
I mean, maybe their society will take a turn in the Solarian direction, right? Because the Dalatruses are the most powerful people in Solarian society politically, right? So maybe it would mirror that in some way. Do you think it was worth the suffering?
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
She's like a walking book of quotes. You know, she's like that friend you've got on Instagram or Facebook or whatever who constantly posts these like annoying quotes to help them get them through something, right? What she's been saying has been incredibly poignant, but you know what I mean. Like they post a picture of themselves like staring into the sunset or something, and then there's like a quote about some nonsense in there. Right. But the other females didn't survive.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
Yeah, I did see what Malin did though.
I found Malon's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
How'd you feel about Mr. Solus?
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too.
Mm-hmm.
He told me about his work on the genophage.
Really?
I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Okay, so they've got a sincere friendship. Sorry, it's just what Eve said about finding hope and stuff, you know? No one that I really knew, but
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
Yeah, just what she said about hope. A neighbor of mine, not like I said, not someone I kind of knew very well, but committed suicide a few weeks ago. Steps in front of a train, and I go when I walk, not every day, but most days when I walk my dog, I tend to walk across that train crossing. And yeah, just what she said about finding something to hope for. It just made me think about it, that's all. Okay, reassign. Wait. Okay, so we've not got a bonus power yet, have we? Okay, so one of you recommended that I choose armor-piercing ammo. I haven't got a bonus power yet, right? That would be pretty useful, right? I know Garrus has it, but it would mean if I had it, then I could reallocate Garrus's points and not have it on him. I don't know if we can assign it to squad mates though. Can we buy all of them? No, I guess we only get one. But we've got 12 points. Where the hell have they come from? Okay. So let's have a look at the various levels. Do we have like a measurement of this? Okay, more penetration. More health and armor damage. Slightly more health and armor damage. Or squad mates gain your ammo power at 50% effectiveness. Okay. Headshot damage. Ammo capacity. Don't really care. Health and armor damage. Or increase ammo's covert penetration by 60%. Decrease the effectiveness of armored targets by... Effectiveness? What does that mean? That's tricky. So the most we could get it to would be, what, 26%? No. What's it on at base level? So we could get it to 30%. Okay. We do need to have Bill a bit stronger, right? Cryo ammo, giving it a chance to freeze enemies. I mean, that armor boost would be good. One of you recommended the flamethrower. I don't know, rocket launcher though. I think what I'll do... Fitness isn't too... I just don't want to waste 3 points on melee damage. But I would like health and shield bonuses, but we're going to have to forget about certain skills, right? I think sabotage and cryoblast are luxuries. I don't... Why did I put 2 points into cryoblast? I'll have to redo that. But we'll grab you. What's that? 3 points. Yeah, we'll get 3 levels in that. Giving it to the squad mates though would be really good. So do... Okay, we'll get level 4 in armor pierce. I will forego this 6% to give the squad mates. Even though it's at 50%, it's still good. And then we've only got 2 points. If I reallocate the points, I'm only going to get 2 points back for that, but that's still pretty useful, right? Looks like this episode's going to be completely on the ship, guys. I'm sure you're not bothered. Oh. Sorry to make you get up again.
Something else, Commander? It's my pleasure, Commander.
Right, that was awesome. Hey, Garrus.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve.
Really?
The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. It takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up.
Yeah, like Garrus could marry Eve, Rex could be Garrus's best man, Mordin could be Eve's like bridesmaid of honor. Now I'm just picturing Mordin in a bridesmaid's dress. He'd look fabulous.
I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
Yeah, very much.
I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Mordin's still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble.
Very much.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Man, has he got a thing for Eve? Wow. Snoo for Garrus, right? We've got a mission to pick up.
Still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Ah, it's so good to just hear them all talking, man. This is what this is one of the things I said I wanted. Hey, Glyph. What? Advanced biotic implants. Wait, remains of a Reaper destroyer. To avoid the risk of indoctrination, remote drones have been sent to study the salvaged remains of a Reaper destroyer. The drones can dig under the outer hull, scanning circuits for technology that will increase the speed at which tech, biotic and combat abilities can be fired. Alternatively, the Council has offered a Citadel-wide merchant discount for choosing the safer option and demolishing the remains. This field kit can be used for a one-time upgrade to a variety of weapons to increase ammo capacity and the potential damage dealt. Schematics have been scanned into the Normandy's onboard computers. Hang on. I'm going to save for a second. I can't remember how this intel stuff works. Do I only choose one or something? Store discount or power recharge speed? Come on, dude. I want the cooldown. Is this dangerous? Are we going to get indoctrinated for this? Right, okay. Fair enough. Ammo capacity, or yeah, damage all day. Biotic skills and combat powers or increase their damage. Yeah, 5% more damage I think would be great. Awesome. Prothean notes from the Aura again. If what Javik says is true, his people were imperialists who left the rest of the galaxy quaking in terror. And I think he would sacrifice all of us without a thought if it could bring them all back again. I reviewed my old notes today. They're so childish. Did we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? Yeah, I guess that's seeing how elitist he is, kind of rips that pedestal out from underneath them pretty quick, right? Okay. An email from Professor Takesha to Dr. Ojuo. I was calling every supply depot stationed around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, a ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum courtesy of the Shadow Broker. Then it flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs. Fair enough. Okay, those bonuses will really help. Hello, my love.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Oh!
Perhaps we can talk later.
Cold shoulder.
At your service.
Immediately. Let's go talk to Javik. Yeah, this is looking like a Normandy episode, guys. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but... there's no one else extra shown up, has there? No one else extra has shown up, have they? Diana's not really had anything new to say. Where was Javik? Sorry. Yeah, he's over here.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans are always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here...
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think.
Ugh.
Krogan, Turian, Solarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
It's called evolution.
On our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself.
Oh,
I
really?
absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best.
Okay, maybe so they're easily influenced by these kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of like a chakra or a mana or like the surrounding like vestiges of other people, right? They influence their mood, their behavior. Fascinating.
Did I mention Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one.
Really?
This Cerberus. I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you.
Yeah, no
They
one
will
else does
bleed
either.
The same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped.
Well, they might be indoctrinated, to be fair.
The Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes? Yes?
Yeah, he's a strange one. Maybe he'll come round to the beliefs of the time, but I suppose we can't hold out hope for that, as he is what would we call it? He is a force of vengeance, I guess, right?
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
Commander? Commander?
Power grid is in the green.
Sweet. Alright, let's go have a quick word with the pointless journalist.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes.
I mean, we'll try and save everyone if we can.
Lose the peace or lose your spot on this ship, Allers.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Thanks, Commander. What's your choice, Allers? Like you said, it's just your opinion, right?
I'll pull it.
Wait, did I get... that's just a symbol for both of these, right? I don't know what points I got there. I really hate not being able to see a number. Have we ever been able to see a number? I don't think we have. Ignore me.
Cerberus stealthily strikes Star System shield. No, glad I read that one out loud. Do we need to talk, Commander?
No.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
You tell her, Ensign. Right, let's go talk with Steve and James. How we doing, Steve-O?
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the Refugee Memorial. I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Sur'Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
800 pounds? Didn't realize it was that heavy.
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last Cerberus raid.
Just glad we made it out in one piece.
Been a while since I've seen a dogfight like that. Really missed my trident. ACM isn't really the Kodiak's strong suit. Is everything okay, Shepard? Ma'am?
Shepard? It's Commander to you. I'm only joking. Okay. We could do with... I could do with maybe trying out one of the other sniper rifles.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sur'Kesh.
I think they wanted a genophage-less Krogan.
I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell.
Yeah, you've taken his spot on the team, mate. You're the frontline shotgunner.
More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer.
Hey, don't call him the frog.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey.
Nope. Nope. Alright, that's everyone. Right, so what am I about to do? Bench. Okay. So let's just double check the mods that I've got. So the scope. One of you said there was a slow-mo thing. Oh, yeah, the concentration mod. But we can't use that and the ultralight? I don't understand. Oh, I understand. It's like, yeah, okay, okay. Speeds perception, yeah, enhancing aim for a brief time. Okay. That's tricky. It's quite a significant weight increase. Okay, so with that in mind, maybe we try one of the lighter options. One of you is recommending the Indra. Yeah, so the Indra's got a really good fire rate. The Viper is too similar to the Mantis, I think, to be worth it. Whereas the Indra is like somewhere would be more like having a really accurate assault rifle, I think. But we'd need a damage mod on it. Whoa, that's a terrible damage buff. Okay, so that really isn't worth it. So we'd want accuracy. It's still heavy as anything, dude. But we could try it with this. Oh, but we've not upgraded the Indra, have we? And we've got this new pistol. That's really heavy. But it does a ton of damage. Right, now what's the lightest we could get a shotgun? Yeah, look! We could use the eviscerator. That's just this still the same weight as carrying a pistol. Yeah, I'm well up for that. They're all the same weight as well. Increased damage. Melee damage. Pierce. Yeah, that would be good, because if I get, like, cornered by one of those... shield guys, I could get the shotgun out and I'd be able to shoot through the shield. Yeah, so the power recharge speed is just normal, basically, here, right? And if I'm really desperate, I could still change this slow-mo thing. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the Indra and we've got the Eviscerator. Oh, the Eviscerator does the most damage and it's the most accurate. Okay, so I've still got quite a bit of cash. Let's make a quick hard save here. The Indra and the Eviscerator. Yeah, we can spend a bit of money on these. Okay, that's a bit expensive. I don't know how hard money is going to be to come by, but... Yeah, so we've gained quite a bit of weight back from these. Yeah, I think this will be useful because of how accurate we can be, and even though it doesn't do much damage, we might pick up more headshots. Yeah, I'm just going to mess around with different builds. Should be worth it, right? 10k more on the Indra. Sure. Okay, okay. Right, we've spoken to everyone. Let's head back to the CIC. Oh god, there's a ton of these coming in. Alright guys, so I think what we're going to do, I'm just going to spend the last 15 minutes of the episode going through some codex entries. So is that max level now? Because we've got quite a few, right? Absolutely no secondary entries, but we've got quite a few main entries. So let's hit the mute button on you. Let's read up on our associates that we've picked up, who we already know, obviously. Okay, Miranda, because we saw her first. Miranda Lawson is a high-ranking former Cerberus operative and a human biotic. Lawson headed Project Lazarus, the Cerberus operation that brought Commander Shepard back from the brink of death after the first Normandy was destroyed. Lawson herself is an example of the achievements possible through genetic engineering. She was created in 2150 through manipulation of her father's DNA. Her entire physical and mental composition was deliberately engineered, including a longer lifespan and superior immune system. Lawson accompanied Commander Shepard on the maiden voyage of the Normandy SR-2 and was part of the crew responsible for the defeat of the Collectors. She has since left Cerberus. Her current whereabouts are unknown. I hope she gets in touch with us again. I imagine she will, to try and find her sister, but we didn't really get any kind of quest out of that first one, right? Dr. Mordin Solus is a master geneticist and former operative for the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Dr. Solus is well known for his work in perpetuating the genophage. I don't think he's well known for that. We know him for that, but a biological weapon that almost completely sterilized the Krogan species. He's not known for his work. He's known for his work on the genophage variant. He wasn't alive when the genophage was first put in place, right? Right? He eventually left the STG to open a clinic on Omega, where his combat skills kept the clinic safe and operational amid Omega's lawless society. In 2185, Commander Shepard recruited Dr. Solus to research the Collectors and the Reapers. He was a member of the Normandy crew that travelled beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors. He survived the mission, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Okay, planets and locations. Sur'Kesh. Awesome. Alternating between large oceans and land masses covered in flora, the Solarian homeworld, Sur'Kesh, is known for its humid climate and lush vegetation. As with the rainforests that once covered Earth, the planet's many forests enjoy a rich biodiversity. The Solarian desire for intellectual stimulation drove them long ago to explore every aspect of their environment, developing ways to thrive without consequences detrimental to their habitat. The areas near major cities and industrial centres are meticulously maintained, with an eye towards ensuring that sunlight penetrates to the ground level and that establishes paths through the jungle are kept clear for travel. Burn grass, soil-enriching and adaptable weed native to Sur'Kesh, has become a major export because of its value for terraforming. Interesting. Soil-enriching. Excuse me. For God's sake. Interesting. Without consequences detrimental to their habitat, so yeah. No fossil fuels, right? No, whatever that company was that poisoned everyone's frying pans. Have you guys seen that film with Mark Ruffalo in? Absolutely terrifying. I've forgotten what the company's called. They still make things, right? Like one of the big American companies. Okay, the Crucible. The Mars Archives described a superweapon that the Alliance has named the Crucible, which exploits the technology of Mass Effect relays. Beyond the basic principles, however, researchers know little about how the weapon actually works. One popular theory suggests that since relays can transfer matter and energy across the galaxy with little regard for distance, it may be possible to create a weapon for which range is barely a factor. Duplicating the advanced science used to build the relays has proven difficult, however. If the Crucible were completed, the challenge would become tuning the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy without inflicting unthinkable levels of collateral damage. What is clear is that the Crucible's construction is a massive effort, drawing resources from throughout explored space. Staggering financial costs have been disregarded in the common effort to create something, anything, that can stop the Reapers. It is interesting the kind of idea that the Reapers haven't continued to evolve their technology. I mean, they might have done, but you know, the idea that we could create a weapon that they haven't built themselves or conceived of or have a countermeasure towards in however many hundreds of thousands or millions of years that they've been perpetuating this cycle of destruction, that they wouldn't have come up with something like this, or whether they believe they've reached an apex of synthetic evolution, right, and they don't need to evolve further, like a almost stagnant, right? Okay, Cerberus has taken control of an old military installation on Tuchanka for unknown reasons. Land on Tuchanka and neutralize whatever operation Cerberus has in the area. Okay, sweet. 2 points. Expand. Oh, expand the skill I'm selected, right. Okay. Might reallocate these just to get rid of this 1 point on Cryoblast at some point. I'm interested to try out the shotgun sniper rifle build. I know that's not what I'm generally going to be doing, but once we've upgraded those weapons, I mean, our I can't see it here, can I? But the cooldown times are going to come down once we upgrade the weapons up to max level. I don't know if they go up to level 5 or to level 10, but we will see. If it's like the first game, it'll be level 10, right? That'll be expensive, dude. Alright. We'll leave it there, guys. I know we've not quite gone the 90 minutes, but I've not got time to start a full quest yet, so I should decide where we're going to go next. We're either going to Tuchanka for the Turian platoon, or we're going to the Attican Traverse for the Krogan team. I suppose it doesn't matter which one we do first. I'll lean towards going towards this because it serves a dual purpose, right? We get to save the Krogan, and we potentially get to interact with the Rachni Queen again. I hope that this isn't like a hard choice and I'm choosing between Rex or Primarch Victus. I feel like that would be stupid, because if they're going to make most players would side with Rex because we have history with him, right? So I don't think that would happen. Alright, we'll leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everyone, never trust, and on crate. See you next time.